You there? How am I? Oh, it was on mute. I see. All right. Is it over? Thanks.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL.
Oh, you're home? That's bullshit.
Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the
little lag, I see.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yellow. There's a line. 6-man. Check girls.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape.
The one-arm bandit. Or one-hand bandit.
First play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2 they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those
Come
contingencies
on.
in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes the tight end, Kelsey. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Undercut. 36, 30. Check. Breakdown. Slam.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Jackson towards the end zone for Brown.
Give me that.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens
Hollywood.
touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
Uh-oh, better watch it. Ray Lewis is coming.
Down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
He's still rookie. Got to put him on special teams.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Fumble.
He lost the football, and it's picked up
He's
by
down.
the Ravens, and they will set up shop.
I find that kind of funny. He's holding it with his imaginary hand. It won't let you challenge. The computer will probably challenge it.
At the 42-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also want to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Don't get. Oh, you suck. Oh, slow.
Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. As
That was
his
big.
guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
That's my weak side.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now.
2
as they
quick
kick it
scores.
away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know It's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
Hold on to it.
With a crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson.
Oh, I didn't move.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start Jack a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Good field goal range.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow. Switch. Hey, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. On 1st down. It's done, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, wall of blockers there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
The run there on 1st down gets him a
He
yard
wants to
the
break free.
26. Darren Lee there to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into big
Oh,
runs.
I ain't running away from his ass.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ready. Let's go to bed. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. He's got a man. Complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's bring it. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 9. Check 9.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Ah, and he's hurt.
On after the
Fuck.
sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. Ready, go. Take off.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down.
Matt
As
can
the
throw that
tackle's made
thing.
at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Oh, he's out for the rest of the game. Fuck.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Out of the gun, McNabb.
Oh, he dropped it.
But it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On first down, Mahomes.
Oh.
Incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the
Don't
first.
fuck it up.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just
Barely.
enough on it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite
Talk about no blocking.
tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down, McNabb. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Look at Donovan.
39 yards there, a big one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. McNabb.
Oh,
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings
he's open.
up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 53 Mike. Check 53 Mike. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Mike.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Forced out to his left.
He's not as fast, that's for sure.
He's taken down at the 25. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. On 1st and 10, McNabb. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Pick that shit off.
Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
It's a 2nd down run.
I ran right into his ass. That's
Looking for a
stupid.
seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now McNabb. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Done. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A solid stiff arm. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Motion. Fire on these two.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Heavy, heavy. Motion, motion. Watch in, watch in. Race don't travel, race don't travel.
Now Mahomes. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Yellow. There's a line, right? What we got? What we got? What we got?
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's McNabb. Eluding the pressure right.
Don't fumble. I should have threw it away.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Chris Jones on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
McNabb to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Wow. Holy shit. Oh my God.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
But they picked up a little bit of
It's
yardage
my money,
there,
man.
and now
Why pay him
in this
so much?
situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes comes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep down.
Wow.
He's got it for a late
Burnt my
touchdown.
ass.
But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The extra point up and good. And now
Better pray you get the onside kick.
Here in this fourth quarter. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Baltimore, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.